Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Rose and I have been in dire need of some more Miraculous Ladybug, and I am eagerly awaiting the next season, as I'm sure many of you are. So I have taken to writing my own fan fiction. Please leave a comment telling me what you think and even some constructive criticism. That's always good. I got these prompts from one of those Adrianette April things, which I will insert so you can see where we will be going. Anyways, enjoy a Miraculous Ladybug fan fiction. Happy with you. Chapter 1. Hide. Marinette, back flat against the wall outside the classroom, eavesdropped on the ongoing conversation between Nino and Adrian. Sorry, Nino. My father has my schedule packed again today. You know the drill. I have fencing after school, followed by a photo shoot, then a piano lesson, and then practicing for at least 3 hours. He sighed. There seemed to be something deeper to the sigh. Marinette grimaced, desperately wanting Adrian to have some more freedom. He is always so busy, always doing everything his father asks of him. It just doesn't seem fair. But of course, it isn't her place to decide what's fair for Adrian. As long as he's happy, that's all that really matters. Hey man, retorted Nino, no worries, you gotta do what you gotta do. He spoke quicker than normal, as if he had practiced this response. It isn't often that Adrian is able to hang out with his friends anyways, so he wasn't surprised. Adrian let out a small chuckle. Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, we better get going. We don't want to be late for Miss Mandalea's class, but, you go on ahead. I'll be right there. Sure, man. Catch you later, dude. Marinette heard Nino pat Adrian. Probably on his shoulder? Or his back? She couldn't tell. What she wouldn't give to touch Adrian at all, just to wrap her small, pale arms around him in an embrace. What a dream. Okay, Marinette, focus, she thought to herself. She wasn't eavesdropping for no reason, though she couldn't quite remember what the reason was. Adrian swiftly gathered his things and was running out of the classroom. Straight into Marinette, knocking her to the cold, unforgiving floor. Her head fell on the concrete of the hallway. She let out a loud oof, followed by ow, as she rubbed her head. Marinette, Adrian shouted in concern. Are you okay? I am so sorry, he said as he grabbed her wrist and elbow so to carefully lift her up. She dusted off her clothes as if to unwrinkle them. With rosy, flushed cheeks, she slowly lifted her head to meet his gaze. In return, she saw two beautiful emerald eyes staring back at her, waiting patiently for her response. Oh, Adrian, no, I'm sorry. She twisted one of her pigtails around her finger in embarrassment. I shouldn't have been just standing around. She giggled nervously, hoping he wouldn't ask her why she was there in the first place. It's almost as if he could read her mind. Oh, macaroons. Why were you standing around here anyway, Marinette? Did you forget something in Mrs. Boustier's class? He wasn't intentionally implying anything. He appeared genuinely curious. Maybe he was just surprised? Nope. She had a momentary outburst before clearing her throat in an effort to collect herself. Actually, was she seriously doing this? Now or never, Marinette. As Malin said, the goddess of self-confidence has awakened. Let's go. I know you're headed to Miss Mandalea's class. What a coincidence! So am I, but you already knew that because we are in the same class. She puckered her lips to the side in thought and looked around anxiously. He chuckled. He found this little habit endearing. Well, I was wondering if after class you would like some lunch. Or, would like to get lunch? With me, that is. I know you're very busy being a model and fencing and all of the things you typically do because you're so talented, but, He interrupted her with a gentle hand on her shoulder. Thank God, she thought. Her ramblings never led to anything good. He smiled, flashing his pearly whites and tilting his head to the side. I'd love to, Marinette. I'm never too busy for you. Meet you after class? He reached down to grab her baby pink book bag off the ground, as well as her sketchbook that had flipped open. Wow, Marinette, you are seriously talented. I hope you keep pursuing your passions. Who knows? Maybe one day I could be wearing your designs. He flashed his brilliant smile once more and winked at her, waved, and then jogged down the hall. Marinette sank to her knees, her face growing increasingly more red, if that was possible. Did that just happen, Tiki? Her adorable little Kwame smiled and said in her bell-like tone, You did it, Marinette! All on your own, too! I knew you could! Marinette hugged her shoulders, still on the floor, and squealed, He touched me! He touched me, Tiki! I'm never washing this jacket again! Almost in tandem with her words, the late bell rang. Oh no! She exclaimed. I'm in trouble now. I've got to hurry. Hide, Tiki! She slipped her bag back onto her back and she clutched her sketch pad to her chest, reminiscing about the conversation that had just taken place. She smiled widely all the way to class. She could hardly even focus in her science class. To make matters worse, she sat right behind the beautiful blonde boy. Oh well. She was sure Alia would fill her in if needed. She sighed to herself happily. Every minute that passed was one closer to being with Adrian. She could hardly wait. Thank you for listening to Happy With You, Chapter 1. Again, please leave a comment below. I would love to know what you thought. Stay miraculous!